Hello everybody, welcome back to Bloodborne. We are starting in the menus here. I just want to show you guys the gems we're going to be starting out with in this video for the very least. We've got some fire ones because we're going to have a few significant enemies that we're going to want to defeat with fire as we begin going through the DLC for Bloodborne, which will be the Old Hunter's Dream. I could have gone way further so that we could get some more favourable rolls. In particular, maybe getting rid of another one of those weapon durability downs. For something that we're just not too worried about, but for now these will do. If I decide I want to maybe stream and get some better ones, we'll maybe do that. But for now, these ones we're going to be sticking with. But in doing so, I decided I'd farm some extra blood echoes and stuff like that just before we go down there. And we should be aiming as an arcane build for level 200. The reason for this is because that's when your level stops directly scaling your visceral attack damage, and one of the enemies at the end of the DLC, which is the Orphan of Kos, for those that haven't faced it already, we're probably going to be using a lot of visceral attacks against that enemy, and so having that kind of advantage is going to be useful. So being as these will have the least effect for this episode specifically, we're going to max out Arcane, shouldn't make our damage too much higher, and we're going to have Endurance where it's probably going to finish. Realistically, health will also finish up at 40, so that's probably what we'll do next, and then it's just simply going to be a matter of seasoning to taste. Now, depending on the weapons you want to do, or what it is you want to boost, you may change which of these you want to put up. Maybe you'll increase Blood Tinge so that you can use the Evelyn, which has a faster parry window. Makes it easier for getting the viscerals off when you're trying to what's the word, counter enemies' attacks and stuff. Strengthen skill. A lot of arcane weapons mix strength in with them, but specifically if you want more visceral damage, then skill also it's a pretty good place to put some points. I guess our last two will just go into health for now. Haven't decided what our secondary weapon is, like if we want to have a different weapon to go alongside what we're already using. I haven't decided yet, but anyway, it is time for us to head on into the DLC. I can't remember if I discussed how we get there already, but we're going to want to go into the Cathedral Ward. Normal Cathedral Ward, meet you guys there. And then once we reach this area, then we should basically go over to the right hand side over here where we should have another one of those energy orb things come across. Is it this bit? Yeah, it's over here somewhere. No, it's the other exit. Sorry, my bad. Let's go out here. Now, I've not used many of the arcane tools, obviously, as a part of the walkthrough, so maybe... Oh, I didn't realize the old lady left and gave us a sedative. Now, it should be over here, just behind these graves. Now, obviously there was an item here before, and if you'd have come here earlier, this thing would have just killed you, but as it stands for now, we're going into the DLC. I can't remember what the item's called that we need to have, but you should just basically get given it. Skip through this. And here we are in the nightmare. So, being as I haven't really experimented with that many of the Hunter's tools, we may well experiment during this. So, we'll call this, as much as it is going to be a walkthrough, I know exactly where we're going to be going and what we're going to be doing. I should also probably point out that I bought the Canehurst set just because I like the way the set looks with this hat. So yeah, we'll test out some of the Hunter's tools maybe, see if there's any that I like in particular. We don't really need to use the Quick Bone. That we've already done. Phantasm Shell we don't really need. This doesn't scale with the Arcane, by the way, so it's just a flat damage boost. Call Beyond's probably pretty strong, but I feel like at 7 Quicksilver Bullets, if we can get away with using other stuff, then that'll be better. So we're going to try out the Executioner's Gloves. Abritas, we already know we like, so I guess that's the main thing that we want to be trying for now. So moving on out then. A lot of the rewards in this first area are not as great as you might want them to be, mostly because... I guess because you're going to access it pretty early. It's just giving you twin blood shards, but once you kind of progress past the first boss, we'll start getting a lot more chunks drop, which is just handy if you want some extra weapons to power up. This guy you can use as your tester, so if it feels like this guy is doing way too much damage to you, or you just can't do any damage to him, then maybe go and level up a little more, or whatever else it is you want to do. Ouch, oh my gosh. I want to try this on you anyway. Yeah, it works pretty well. As you can see, enemies up here can do quite a lot of damage if you're not careful. Some nice new weapons to pick up though, and some fun things to test. Now, I don't know what the exact resistance of the hunters is. Maybe they're resistant to everything because they're hunters. But the beasts we should be doing excessive damage to, which is going to be handy. Even though I suppose these are technically the harder enemies. But I'll take 1,000, that's pretty good. It's going pretty fine, right? So we can take some blood bullets here. Give ourselves a heal. It's all good. So just over on the right hand side here. Is it just over to the right hand side? No, it's a little bit further that way. If you guys want to unlock the shortcut, you can go up around there and that's going to unlock the gate where we killed the first hunter. Any apologies if I'm a little rusty. It's been a couple of days. Tales has come out and I'm quite enjoying it, so therefore I've been playing it a fair amount. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll down here. This should start activating a lot of the enemies here because they're all going to kind of aggro on each other. As you kind of see, you've got a hunter over there and a load of beasts. As well as there should be another hunter here. I wonder why they haven't all actually started. Like, it's supposed to get like a big fight here. It's supposed to be, yeah, here we go. We're getting there now. Are you doing that because I've got the fire on my weapon? I wonder, that's interesting. There we go. It's all good. Even if they are resistant to fire, we're doing pretty good fire damage, so it's quite hefty. Boomhammer guy is quite dangerous, so just be careful of this guy. And get in and get the visceral on, that'll be handy. Visceral's doing respectable damage, that's handy as well. Still got some way to go to get it up to max though. So I'll probably add like, I don't know, maybe 5 levels of video or something in between. I just don't know what I'm going to spend the spare levels on. We're mostly doing elemental damage, right? Over to the side. Blood vials everywhere. And I think that's everything for this lower area. That gate's really misleading now that I think about it. I don't think we ever get behind that. At least I didn't on my live streams. If anybody ever has been behind that, let me know. Next to them, we're gonna go. I feel like we want to go back up because there's a drop off we want to take. We want to go over here, where we're going to have some Dobermans, which are basically just tougher dog enemies. These aren't the beast enemies that we're taking fire for. There are others coming. That, well, there's one in particular anyway that we're just bringing the fire for, which is another blood-starved beast. We're going to drop off down there in a minute. Can you see the hunter? There's another hunter enemy up there that's particularly tough, so we just want to make sure we're aware of that guy. Hunter here. Did you have to drop off? Oh, now it's going to make me drop off without getting the item. So we've got an armor piece here, so just make sure you get this. If he does drop down. Don't get caught up in killing these, make sure you get the lever. Beast enemies, do we want these? I don't know if they ever actually aggro, you can just basically run straight past them. Then we want... Did I think there was one here? No, the drop off that I'm thinking about is over there. Don't go up there yet, we're fine without going up there. Ouch, do you mind? Here you go, boy. That one, thank you very much. We're going to drop off here. Make sure you get the drop attack. And stick to this right hand side where we're going to have these. Now where is the hunter enemy? Is it aggroed? No. Right, so let's see if we can get you to fight the... So it just kills him. Oh, I was setting up for a breed test there. That didn't work out very well. Ouch. I'm gonna die already. I'm stuck. No. Not fair. Not fair. Damn it. Right, okay, I'll come back to there. Okay, so let's round 2 this. Hopefully this time I won't get stuck in the corner. I looked at it from the death screen as well. There was literally no way for me to dodge, so that's why we were stuck there. Do not go into that back corner is the lesson there. Right. From here. Now, of course, if that area was still cleared, we could draw him into a place with a bit more space. We could have come straight back here. We've decided not to do that. Learn your place, sir. That does a lot of damage. And staggers. Handy. Give me that blood back. Thank you. I don't know what that vermin's supposed to do. I have used it before and it just kind of makes a mess on the ground. Down for this. Beast cutter. Which is the bleach looking weapon. It does all the kind of weird chain stuff. We don't want to drop off this end because obviously it's just going to re-aggro a load of enemies. Hopefully this guy's going to get all entertained by his friends down there. As I don't really want to have to clear everything again. If we can help it. Just noticed there's an item over there we haven't picked up yet, so we're going to have to grab that now, aren't we? Let's go. Let's just re-clear everything out. Do you mind? Thank you. Oh. Where's your hunter friend? There he is. Deal with you. Sorry about having to re-detour around. Well. Weren't you having some fun there? Where was that item? Just. I knew there was something that I was missing. Drop down wise. Just feel it in me bones. Okay, so with that done then, we can now make our way up the stairs. Now heading up here, we are going to want to make sure we are running. Going to be a ball trap. Oh my! Obviously, these enemies are going to try and slow down in front of that. And just get out of the way. We're using fire, so we don't need to worry about them too much. Then we can just come over to this right-hand side here. Probably all come to go up. Nothing to drop off for. We've already been down there. Now, up here, there are going to be a load of enemies pushing a door open. You don't actually need to wait for them to do that. You can just run off down this right-hand side if you wish to, but we're going to go ahead and attempt to defeat this enemy that comes out of there, because it is a pain in the ass. I don't know if it auto-aggros or not. Maybe we can sneak up on it. I haven't tried the blue elixir on it to see if we can abuse it in that way. But it is coming straight for us, look. So, just be aware of that. And you don't really want to fight it on the stairs, in my opinion, because it does hurt a lot. If it powers up its axe as well, then it's going to do particularly large amounts of damage. So ideally we want to get behind it, we want to get the Abriatas off. Ouch. It's going to try powering up now. Stop it! Luckily we can just interrupt it though. It's actually kind of nice that we can do that with the Abriatas. Well, that didn't go as smooth as I'd liked, but it worked. Let's head on inside. So in the future this will be a boss fight. I didn't find it particularly difficult when I did it on the stream. So nothing too much to worry about, really. But we'll grab the item. It's a bit of a long run. In fact, I might skip the run back to the stairs because it's going to take a couple of seconds, 1 minute. Okay, so I figure we'll pick up at the bottom of the stairs and take the left turn. There's nothing on this side. I think we already picked the item up. I know there's... Is it some shards? I think it was, yeah. And then down this way, we should set our eyes on the River of Blood. No other way to describe this, I'm honest. And we are heading towards a shortcut. So, a bit of a weird area in my opinion. You get these chain gun things. You want to have some kind of ranged attack. We're going to see if the executioner's gloves will work. It's just out of range. Well, aren't you a bitch? Throw anything else you like. Oh, that's not going to work. There we go. Because he's no longer there, the guns don't count as being manned, so it's all good. Throw whatever you like. Interesting that you could break them as well. Didn't even realise that that was a thing. Hello, Mr. W. Come on, let's go. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to say that if you stand on the pressure plates, it'll usually trigger traps. I did purposefully try to avoid this one. And I haven't actually stood on it to see what it acts. Let's see how badly this kills me. Oh, it's just that, look. But no worries. Next to them, I'm gonna have a group of enemies with a hunter enemy. The hunter enemy is really the only one that's all that aggressive or offensive, I suppose you might say. I'm just gonna kill one of these off to make life easier for myself. These guys can throw like a timed bomb, so I'm just gonna avoid having that be an issue. Damn it! Should have gone for the parry, clearly. Although we're on uneven ground, trying to get a visceral here would be a pain in the ass. It's better. Oh, I moved. A lot of enemies here that are begging to be visceral, obviously. Whenever you full on the vials, I feel like it's not a bad idea to get some blood bullets on the go. Particularly as we're arcane, and so that's kind of a big trick of ours. Ouch, do you mind? Let's get out of the way of that. We are going to get a pretty good magic missile in not too long of a time, which, in my opinion, is probably going to make a really, really large difference. I didn't really use it on my stream build because it was a quality build, so probably wouldn't have done too much damage with that. But we'll see how much it actually does with the DLC with this build. 99 arcane. If it's disgusting, it's going to be awesome. I hope it's disgusting. We can't go over there. There is like a drop off out of the building, if I remember rightly. Some enemies. Where are you? Like they're supposed to try and corner me. Where are you? There you are. Plague-ridden rat. Basically the same enemies with hoods on, right? Yeah, there's the drop off. I'd do that in the stream. I feel like I really avoided taking this drop off because this all looked really horrible with all the stupid bloodlicker enemies that I hate so much. But was I supposed to open the door from the inside? I think I was. Let's go and double check here. I think I've forgotten something that I was supposed to do. Nope, we didn't have to open the door. We're all good. Who are you? I forgot that was a trap. Okay, trying this again then. Oops, that missed. Let's try one of these timed ones that we picked up. Oops. That was way too close. I love how they did that on purpose though. You think this guy's gonna be lying, so we're gonna surround him with a load of bombs. Damn it. Hello. With the boom hammer though. All good. Which means we take that off. Let me have a think about where we are here. We have... So the shortcut's just over that bridge, right? So, about where we want to go. No loot here. Got... What's Ludwig's pellet? Is this where the NPC guy is? Yes. So I think we want to unlock the shortcut first, because you want to be able to get back to this guy. Because he's particularly mean, in my opinion. So we're going to unlock the shortcut first, which I think we'd be able to do by running up here. So we're going to do this. We're going to skip all of these, turn straight right here. So if you guys are feeling confident, feel free to go ahead and try fighting against that NPC, but he is a pain in the ass. This is going to give us a shortcut back to the lantern though. I don't think anything there particularly changes exactly what he does later on, but It's worth getting him to move on anyway, because he's going to give us some goodies on a part of the DLC. And this gives us our first shortcut of the area back to the original lantern. In fact, I think it's the only one, if I remember rightly, in this for this particular lantern. And then you kind of have the choice here. You can go down the bridge and underneath to head towards Blood-Starved Beast and some loot. We can clear across here for the NPC. And usually, obviously, if this were reset, there'd be no enemies kind of facing us here, and that's the path of progression just on the right-hand side. We're going to clear our way to this NPC, though. Hopefully I can manage at least one fight without a death. And of course, as you can see, this is a bridge of bullshit, so just be aware. Mind. Ouch. They do like their bridges of bullshit, just be aware, right? Sometimes we get them. These hunters don't seem as strong as some of the others there. Enemies don't fight each other here, so don't expect any like interesting allegiances to be taking place. Ouch, do you mind? Right, let's make our way forward. Down the stairs. Oh, this is back where we were. And then we just want to come over through the door we were in before, and then deal with the NPC. And at least with the shortcut open, we only need to clear the bridge realistically to deal with this guy. He is a pain. Don't know how you deal with this though. We get some cheese on you here. We will take the cheese whenever it's available. He is usually mega aggressive, so just be careful of him. He does like being parried if you can catch him out though. I love how spammable that is, it's ridiculous. I mean, 1,000 damage a time, right? Pretty good. We'll keep that up. And we can make out... I thought there was loot here. No? I guess we've already picked it up from the NPC. But anyway, that clears that guy out. And it means that we can, in theory, do underneath the bridge. Like we want to reset before we do that, though. Do we want to go all the way under there now? Can we do it in 8 minutes? I think we can do that in 8 minutes. Okay. So let's go ahead and reset. Okay, so let's go with, I'm going to go back to the Hunter's Dream, reset all of my consumables, and I'll meet you guys back on this bridge. Okay then, so we are back on the bridge, enemies are cleared, and we're going to head down the stairs here and start fighting some of these. These didn't seem as bad as the ones in the main game for whatever reason. I don't know why. Still find them ridiculously annoying. They just don't seem to have the same like stagger ability or range or something about them just doesn't seem as bad. For some weird reason. Oh wow, it's the first like jumping attack I've done in Bloodborne. Oops. Do you mind not doing that to me? Thank you. I don't remember if this river is what's poisonous or them. Do you mind? I think it's them. What did you just do? Now, before you come down here, I just want to point out that we probably should put on some Punch of Blood cocktails. This is going to allow us to, obviously, manipulate the Blood-Starved Beast when we come across it down at the bottom. It doesn't have its like poison phases or anything like that. It's just basically the first part of the fight in a fairly simplified manner. So it's nothing too crazy to be worrying about, but we just want to make sure we are prepared for that. And then we're going to make our way down here. Till the loot on the way down. Don't remember exactly where all of it was. Double swing. Ouch. Oh my god. Here comes your annoying movesets of doom. Thank you. We are going to get a pretty cool weapon for ourselves pretty soon, which is the Ludwig's Holy Blade. I think it's called that, something like this. It's basically like a claymore type weapon, which is going to be quite good for our build in particular. Maybe we'll spec into strength specifically for that weapon, but we'll see. We will see how I feel about it. Just a lizard. Don't want to get too far away from you. Just in chunks. This is where our blood-starved beast friend is going to be. Oh yeah, this hunter guy. He was pretty mean, actually. I'm leaving him. Yes, with the chain gun. Oh my god, it all missed. I'm dead. No! Ridiculous amount of stun. Oh my gosh, get off the way. I hate how steady that is able to fire at you for so long. Bring him out here. I completely forgot about you. Completely ridiculous. You're not going to come out? No? I guess you're staying in there. I mean, it is to my advantage. However, don't like it. Let's really test you down. I wonder if, I was going to say, I wonder if we could think him, but it's too late now. Get out. Right. God damn it, almost had the rotas out. How are you able to attack so much? Talk about limitless stamina. Such a pain in the ass. Can't believe I forgot about you. Right. Have some cheese of my own. Here you go. It's nice to see my own cheese works on you. No, I'm gonna die. There we go. What? Really? You sod. Honestly, you shouldn't be allowed to heal. There we go. Mean. Gatling gun. Basically just allows you to waste all of your silver bullets. It really isn't as effective for us as it is for this guy. Right. So now I'm going to have a few enemies you might remember. Yeah. That's kind of why we bought fire for this area specifically. Come on, you. Let's get the food cocktails out ready. This was a bit of a reveal when I first saw it. It was like, what? Really? It's fine though. I don't think you can... Oh, you can get the visceral. No, you can't. It's interesting that it doesn't show you its health bar. Oh, it does. Haha. There we go. Easy to stop beast down. It's all good. $1 arm. I've never tested that weapon. I haven't tested many of the DLC weapons, if I'm honest. The chunk. Those that want to use them. Might actually use it on something like the Rosemary. I saw the flame sprayer. They are kind of my offhand damage dealing weapons. I want to use them. Although we have such high amounts of silver bullet consumption already. But that is the end of first part of the DLC. Next up, we'll deal with a little bit further ahead, and I guess maybe the first boss probably is just gonna fit that way in terms of like half an hour's. Oh, hello. Missed one. Still with you. Grab that loot before somebody moans. I know what they're like. And yes, I will probably reset all of my consumables again, re-clear the bridge, meet you guys top of these steps so that we can continue onward with the DLC. See you guys soon.